Top amazing road machines in the world. Number 1. Driverless road sweeper. With so many vehicles and pedestrians using them every day, roads can soon become full of garbage that clogs up drains and presents drivers with obstacles. Because of the human resources required to operate traditional road sweepers, they can't provide as much coverage as they can. However, a Chinese company has developed an entirely autonomous concept of road sweeper. As they clean the streets, fully electric vehicles are able to track and avoid obstacles in their way. There are currently more than 100 in operation across the country without the need for a driver. By being smaller and more compact, they are less likely to disrupt other road users and can maneuver more accurately. In addition, because they drive at relatively slow speeds and people avoid road sweepers instinctively, they are an ideal test bed for the future of vehicle automation. The data that will be gathered will be used to help design the software needed to enable the creation of more self-driving cars, and the risk of an accident is far lower than for any other type of automated vehicle. Number 2. Road milling machine. Since tens of thousands of vehicles can pass over roads every day, they must be tough and long-lasting in order to withstand almost anything nature or technology can throw at them. However, dimensionally, a road will eventually reach its useful lifespan or be decided that it is no longer needed at all. That's why we need a road milling machine. It's a device that lifts up the entire road and collects the waste so it can be recycled or disposed of. It works by exerting a huge force down onto the asphalt and pulling sliders through the ground beneath it. By pulling the road up from the ground, the road is transported up a conveyor belt and deposited in the truck that follows it. It's amazing to watch these machines in action, and as an added benefit, they leave a virtually smooth surface behind which is primed and ready for the construction of a brand new highway. Number 3. Pothole repair of the future. The most problematic road problem for drivers, as well as the biggest repair bill for local authorities, is potholes. The difficulty is that they can be time-consuming and expensive to fix, and can often require sections of the road to be closed for a considerable period of time. However, with a new concept for pothole repair, this may not be the case for very long. Using a laser sight, the operator marks the area that needs to be processed when the machine arrives at the problematic piece of asphalt. Everything from here on out is automated. The machine mills around the damaged piece and then grinds the surface of the pothole to create a defined shape before removing all debris. A plug is then removed and installed after removing all debris. During the repair, the plug heats up and expands, forming a solid connection with the surrounding road. The cost of doing this is far less than resurfacing this part of the road. This method can be accomplished in just 10 minutes, allowing the road to be used in a matter of minutes. Number 4. The ADR Orbiter. It can be exciting to see snow for the first time each year, but when it builds up and covers the roads, it becomes a chore. The only way to remove it is to use large plows to push it to the side of the road and scatter salt or prevent it from building up again. This creates treacherous conditions that greatly increase the chance of an accident. However, the ADR Orbiter provides a great alternative option that can be used by individuals or by teams. It traverses all types of terrain, including asphalt, rocks, and sand, and is remote controlled, requiring the operator to be within 500 feet of the device. With a 7-inch wide track, it can easily clear most obstacles, such as logs it encounters in your yard or street, without even having to leave your house. A 3.5-foot wide plow and stones can shift large loads of snow all at the same time, and it's fully electric, so it can operate for several hours on a single charge. It will not only clear your property of snow quickly, but also make the road safer for all users without having to wait for the local authorities to do it. Number 5. Road stud drilling. In 1934, UK engineers developed road studs that were originally called cat's eyes. They are an ingenious invention which reflects light back from a car's headlights in the dark and allows drivers to locate their exact location on the road in the dark. Several countries use them in a variety of applications, but have you ever wondered how they're installed in the asphalt in the first place? They aren't just placed in it when it's being laid down, but instead are driven to the designated spot by a specialized machine. As a result, he carefully cut out a precisely shaped hole in the road with a heavy drill, mounted the cat's eye in a steel casing that slots neatly into the hole that had been created, and then added some extra adhesive to ensure that it stays firmly in place. This work was done entirely by hand before the design of these drills was available. However, it was very time-consuming and physical labor. Number 6. Solar highways. Those who have ever walked on a road during hot weather know how much of the sun's heat is absorbed by the asphalt. But what if this energy could be harnessed for something more useful? In recent years, several companies have developed technologies that will allow solar panels to be installed within the road structure. They provide a number of potential benefits over traditional road surfaces, including that they remain tough enough to pass heavy vehicles over, but can also generate energy for street lighting and signs. They do not have potholes and are able to retain heat that can melt ice and snow, as well as charge electric vehicles' batteries. These prototype roads have already been installed in China and France, and if they prove to be cost-effective, we may soon see them elsewhere. Number 7. Porous asphalt. In spite of the fact that asphalt has proven to be an excellent surface for vehicles to drive on due to its ability to support heavy loads while maintaining a long operational life, it does have its drawbacks. One of them is that, when it rains, instead of being absorbed by the ground, it forms stagnant puddles in areas where it isn't able to run off. In a storm, this creates slippery road conditions that are particularly dangerous. During a period when visibility can deteriorate significantly, porous asphalt can be used as a solution and allows water to seep through instead of remaining on the surface. This works best when there is a drainage system under the driving surface, which channels the water to another area, usually in the form of layers of stones of up to 36 inches in depth, built during the construction of the road. This allows for a lot of water to drain out and be absorbed into the ground below or encouraged to flow into a drainage system. Although porous asphalt is slightly coarser than normal asphalt, the difference is barely noticeable. There is also no evidence to suggest that it deteriorates any faster, since some that were built in the 1970s still retain their structure with no need for repaving. Number 8. The curb roller. Have you ever wondered how the concrete curves around a road are so perfectly smooth and follow the path of the road so perfectly? The curb rollers are actually custom-made by using rotating drums to smooth and flatten the wet cement. These hydraulically driven machines use rotating drums to smooth and flatten the wet cement. Compared to manual methods, they reduce construction time by at least 50% and ensure uniform appearance across the entire curve stretch. They can be customized to create any desired shape. All they require is a base machine and drums that can be altered to determine the finish. The curb roller can usually be handled by just one worker, so other workers can prepare the next stretch and make the entire operation much more efficient. That was all for today's video. You can share with us your views in the comment section. And if you are new to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Thank you for watching the video. Best of luck and goodbye.